what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel. I want to thank you all for tuning in, new and old subscribers. And for those of you who may be just clicking the link for the first time on one of my videos, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all my future videos. So I'm making this video. Of course, we're up early this morning. And I just had something on my mind that was really bothering me, It was really, irking me. And this issue just happened to, just get at me. And just thought, why does it just had to be about weave. And I figured that the concept of the weave shouldn't be exclusive to women, and it's not becoming just exclusive to women. And the fact that many people look at weave as increasing the sexual market value, so to speak, of a woman, why can't it not do the same for a man? Who chooses, because I know many of you may have seen that this is becoming more common in barbershops. Many barbers are learning this skill where they're starting to put man weaves on men and things like that, hair pieces attaching, all of these things like that. So I asked the question to myself, does it really increase that sexual market value? Or do women not even really care about a man's hair? Kind of like how the barber said on Coming to America, a woman's not going to give you loving just because your hair looks good. But is that true or is that false? So many of y'all, by me talking about this, may find this to be comical and not even serious, but it's a reality at the end of the day. Talking about weave, especially for some black women, is considered, from a man definitely, is considered to be taboo. A taboo topic that shouldn't be discussed, and a man really has no right to even be talking about the hat, so to speak, with a lot of these, lace fronts and other things. The hat or hairpiece that's being worn. A man shouldn't be talking about it, so many women tend to get upset about it. So in our society, where vanity and appearance has usually only been exclusive to women, more men are beginning to take their appearance more seriously. We have, which many men get joked on about this, about having their receding hairlines, pattern baldness, comb overs, crowns, and other than, rogaine, minoxidil, whatever that stuff's called, hair plugs. Men have very little options for their hair. And you see the memes about, God cursing men who do women wrong and cause their hairlines to recede and stuff like that. But I find it quite funny and hypocritical that a woman could make fun of a man's hair or his hairline or him going bald, especially when she's wearing a weave or a wig. Doesn't make sense to me, but, I digress. So many of these men, as you know, a lot of you may have a boyfriend or have a friend or someone that who wears hats at all times or a do-rag and things like that to cover up their baldness. Many men won't ever take it off. They'll even try to get in the club with it and would hate to take, or just some people won't even go some dudes won't even go into a club if they're not allowed to wear their hats. But in the same token, a woman is allowed to go into a club with a weave, lace front, a wig, and that's still a hat at the end of the day. It's just a hat that looks like hair. Just my opinion. You can go ahead and argue all you want. So with baldness for anyone, receding hairline, this can be a huge ego destroyer. Hurts a man, just as bad. And I know it's even worse for some women who are going bald, losing their edges and things of that nature. But a lot of times with women, it's self-inflicted. Sometimes, it can be hereditary, but as far as things losing your edges and stuff like that, it's self-inflicted, whether your braids are too tight or you're just putting this acid and glue on your scalp, which causes you to lose it. Some men get perms and stuff like that, but that's a whole nother subject. But with all the technology we have today, there's still not a permanent cure for baldness. You would think with all of these, different things going on. So this option men can find now. They don't have to wait any longer. The man weave has become a new thing. And especially with this man weave, a lot of the men, sometimes the concept of them, like black women, putting hair on their heads that's not natural to their race will look odd. And if you think about it, I have heard of some men being made fun of this, being made fun of because of this. Black women have been wearing weaves, extensions, wigs for decades now. And it's called wizardry, and it's changed the face of beauty and it's allegedly increased many women's sexual market value, allegedly. But no doubt about it, it's increased their confidence by wearing this hair that is not theirs. And some women will go as far as saying that they're slaying or they're perfect and things like that when they have something on that's not actually theirs. But if it increases your confidence, by all means do it. So there shouldn't be anything said as well when a man decides to wear a weave. That's what the way I see it. And as far as increasing, at the end of the day, the sexual market value of a woman or a man, that's debatable. It all depends on, what you're looking for as the opposite sex. If you're looking for someone with hair, which at the end of the day, I don't think a man really looks at a woman for her hair. As long as she's clean, neat in appearance, she keeps herself together, I don't think they really care. But I guess it increases your market value to yourself, and it improves your confidence, which can be a plus. I guess confidence can definitely improve someone's market value, as far as it being an asset, internally. You can look at that as such. But a lot of these hairstyles, like I said, and the hair that's used for these weaves, and especially for these man weaves, is not natural to those of African descent, and is usually transplanted or imported from Asian countries and South American countries, which would be considered South American countries, which would be considered mulatto, and not necessarily of African descent, but a mixture of African and European. And some of these weaves, wigs, could even be European style hair, which is, like I said, not natural to the African or those within the African diaspora. So this, as you know, has become a norm, even though it isn't. It isn't normal looking. And to see a man with a weave or to wear a hairstyle on his head outside of a perm that's not of his nature, naturally, biologically, this hair that he has, even that of someone who is white on his head, looks, weird. And like I said, men have been made fun about this, made fun of about wearing this stuff. I know I'm talking about this, but I just find the concept, just weird how people just won't accept what it is that they have, Obviously, my hairline's been going back. I'm in my 30s. My hairline is going back. My hair is thinning out. But I'm not going to put anything in my hair to make it come back, or wear something, or I don't even wear hats. When it's time to go, it's time to go. If my hair turns gray, I'm never going to dye it. I have a couple gray hairs, and I have gray hairs all in my beard, but I'm not going to go as far as dyeing it. But that's just me. To each his or her own. Do your thing. But now that men have this option, I don't think that they should be made fun of, because it's very hypocritical, and definitely, it's disingenuous. As far as a man wearing this, when a woman's wearing it also. But hair, like I said, hair and vanity is usually, these beauty things are usually normally for a woman. And men going as far as doing this, obviously, it all goes back to confidence. Do what you do, but, a man shouldn't be made fun of. So even if a black man were to take on these enhancements, without even having baldness. That's my next thing. Covering up his natural hair, would this be considered a protective style? Because that's a term I hear all too often, is a protective style. If it's a protective style, what is it being protected from? Most of the time, obviously, in the workforce and as far as jobs go, and being out in the elements, black men work outside more so than women, as far as the ratio goes, due to the workforce and the nature of the man in the workforce. So if there is something to be called a protective style, he would be the one to have to wear this protective style. So for him to have this, is it acceptable? And would you ladies date a man who has a weave, or is having a weave that obviously looks, completely weird, because it doesn't suit him because you're not used to seeing it? So don't be hypocritical. Everybody do what you do, but I just wanted to pose that question. In your eyes, especially the ladies, does it increase his sexual market value as far as him having this weave or hairpiece that is not natural looking? So that's all I really wanted to cover. Make sure you guys comment on this. I want to hear your comments. Make sure you like this video. Hit the like button right now. It's free. Subscribe, share, hit the bell on if you're just now checking me out so that you get all the notifications. Follow me on social media and Amazon. The links are in the description for my books. And if you like the content, keep improving the channel. Make sure y'all throw a couple coins in the well of wisdom. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Make sure you check out my other videos. And do not forget that anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.